Okay, welcome. Thank you very much for clicking on. Today we're going to have a bit of a vlog chat. It's going to mainly regard charity shops and how expensive my local one has gone. But it's not going to be a video on just charity shop bashing, if that's what you think I mean. But I am going to discuss changes that have happened in my local charity shop and how it's impacted my sourcing. So, should we dive in? And I'm going to try and explain as best I can. Now, as you know, I'm an antique dealer. I'm a reseller. I buy and sell antiques, collectibles, and I sell them for a profit. That's my job. That's what I love doing. It's every day's a treasure hunt. Anyway, I buy from car boot sales. I buy from charity shops. I buy from antique fairs, occasionally in auction house. So, charity shops. This particular charity shop, I'm not going to name it because I have no intention of getting banned from it or anything else. But this particular charity shop is relatively new. It's about 2 year old, if not a little less. And I've been buying there for the full 2 years. And I've had some spectacular buys. And I mean, I'll give you a couple of examples. I've had 18th century drinking glasses out there for next to nothing. I have had Welsh blankets out of there for next to nothing. And before people slag me off and say, well, you should have paid more, I've actually made some donations back to the charity shop where I've gone back, I've done well, and I've given them extra money for some of the things I've bought. And I've taken some losses where I bought things and they haven't been quite right. They've turned out to be fakes and things like that. So swings and roundabouts, I've still made a huge amount of money from the charity shops. Anyway, the charity shop in question changed management back 3, 4, 5 months ago, something like that. And I've slowly but steadily seen an increase in pricing. Not just that, I'm also seeing a decrease in the items that I was buying regularly. Now, I don't understand why certain charity shops are that expensive when they're then putting up signs saying no donations today, sorry, we're full. Surely it would be more common sense to flip the items cheaper and have the next donation in because you don't know what you're turning away. You could be turning away a car full of Pokemon cards, you could be turning a car full of gold away, vintage toys, anything. You don't know what you're turning away. So any charity shop that's puts up signs saying sorry, no donations today, we full, needs to, in my opinion, look at their pricing structure and think, well, okay, maybe we're better off flipping it out a bit cheaper and not turning the donations away because it's the same as the business model I done the other day in when I wrote my book. You've got two ways of working. You can either go for the full value of the item, in which case it takes 10 times the time to sell it, or you can flip, which means you can flip 10 items in the same period as you sell that other one item, and then you got 10 times the potential of more profit or making the same profit at the very least. And when you're having free donations, it's the unknown. You don't know what's going to come over that door and get donated. Now, I'm going to share a couple of photographs with you I've done as to what's prompted me to do this video. See what you think. Okay, so yeah, we're all aware that charity shops use eBay for pricing structures, but this particular charity shop in question now, Google lenses every single item, literally every single item, and these are some of the prices that are coming on. So you have a Bible, but there. A similar example is on eBay at £150. I haven't checked. I'm going to believe them 100%. Okay, fine. And they've put £70 no offers. Okay, that's fine. I come over here, right? Books. Now, we used to buy the books from this particular charity shop for 50 pence and £1, and sometimes they would do fill a bag for £1. They're now up £7, £5, and so forth. All of these in here. Okay, they were nice picture books of animals and things like that, but the cheapest one was a fiver, and £7 was the dearest. But if you look at it there, you got £4 on a second-hand purse. Now, I would, if I'm doing a car boot sale, right, I'd sell that purse for £1. I'd sell those books for £1 and £2. And that's genuinely on my stall, that's what I'd be selling them for. But it gets worse than this. Now, we're going to look at this picture here. Now, this dartboard That £15 there was originally £20. I don't know if you can see it's been scribbled out. It was originally £20 on the dartboard. Now, why does that dartboard matter? Look at the state on it. They've turned the wire around. That used to obviously be the number 20. Right? But look at it. As far as I'm concerned, that dartboard is shot. And I try and sell it for £1 or two. But in all honesty, that would have probably ended up going in recycling or in the bin because, plain and simple, I would not have been able to sell that with that number totally shot. And to ask £15 for it with that number like that just seems crazy. Then you come over here, you got like a picture frame with a printed verse in it, £10. That dressing table, £35. Winnie the Pooh, £4. This is another example here of, okay, tired, lacquered old, is that a drinks cabinet maybe? I didn't even open it and look. It's a bit of furniture, but look at that, £80. Now, any furniture dealers out there will look at that and they think, £80. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't do furniture, maybe I'm wrong. Now, I'm not interested in running down the charity shop because I still manage to pick up the occasional mistake there. And that's exactly why I'm not going to single them out. Now, I done a video a little while ago where I went around Porthcawl Town Centre and I filmed on the the head cam, walking around the charity shops live. And I think I bought one item, a carnival glass bowl. Everything else was way out of my price range, couldn't make a profit on it. And then I done that video where I went up to the Too Good to Waste in Treorchy and it was heaven. I bought beautiful stuff. They only sell antiques and they have some absolutely spectacular items. If you want to have a look at them videos, I'll link them in the description. But I'm just failing to understand, first of all, the mentality behind going that expensive when your product is coming in free and you're turning donations away because you're full. Now, I understand some people got a problem with resellers going in and making profit on the item, but I used to spend at least £100 a week in this charity shop, at least every week. Sometimes I'd buy things to go on the boot sale, sometimes it'd be for the internet, sometimes it'd be for myself in the house. But I always done really well and I always spent good money there. Now I'm down to £2 or £3 a week, if that. So already there's an impact on what I spend with them. Now I also know all the local dealers, and the local dealers are all saying exactly the same. They used to go to the charity shop every single day, and I'm not even sure if it's a charity shop. I don't know whether it actually qualifies as a charity shop or not, but they used to go there every single day, and now they go there once a week or if they pass in. So I don't know. But I'm not, as I say, I'm not interested in slagging it off. I'm just trying to understand the mentality behind £15 on a dartboard that I would have put in a bin probably. Or that lacquered furniture, that really worn lacquered furniture, that's a £20 to £30 cabinet in my opinion. They had, I've got the photograph somewhere, I meant to put it in, a chipwood chest of drawers, 3 drawers. £35. Let me have a look if I've still got it on my phone. £35, and it wasn't even in very good condition. Yeah, I got it. So they got chipwood furniture, so it's 4 chest of drawers, 4 drawer. Anyway, the drawers are squiff where it's been warped, and they got £35 on there. Now, stuff like that, I see at car boot sales literally all the time, and we sell it out for like 5s and 10s. So, when you find a good charity shop and it's a good honey hole, I suppose my advice would be keep with it and go there regular and daily, because I guarantee you it is not going to last. Eventually, they're going to cotton on to how to price the items at higher and or bring in more management or different management. What I will say is not a single person who used to work at the shop is still there. They're all new people and it's run totally different, and the pricing is, it just will be a high street store now because I can't buy out of there. Very, very rare. which is sad because it was really a good source of stock for me. I know. What do you think? Maybe I'm gutted more than anything because, as I say, I used to go in there daily, and believe it or not, I used to come out there with something daily. Now we know I do buy good things out of charity shops. And I know some charity shops do great stuff for the charities. Um, Before people come in and say some of the charity shops only send 5% of their profits to the charity, even 5% is better than nothing. So charity shops do help. They're a business, they still got expenses and all the rest of it. So they do help, but they are a business and they have got expenses. So I'm not going to run the charity shops down. The more people that donate to charity shops, the more chance we got of finding something in them. Um, and I know some charity shops put stuff into auction and things like that in order to achieve a better price. I just don't understand the mentality of this one. And it's not just one, there's a chain of them. There's a chain of them, and I've been buying from 3 or 4 from the chain over the last 12 months, and I can't afford to buy from them anymore. I can actually buy off other dealers. Other antique dealers sell me items cheaper than I can buy from these charity shops now. So it's just a strange one. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. What do you think? Now, it's perfectly within their right to sell things however much they want to. I'm just struggling to understand the mentality behind it. That dartboard was ridiculous, in my opinion. Well, that's just my opinion. But that's what I do on my channel, and I talk about anything antique or collectible related, and give my opinions and some tips if I can. Charity shops are still, in my opinion, a source of stock, but you have to do lots of charity shops in one day to score these days instead of just going into one shop and buying lots of items. You got to do lots of shops to buy 1 or 2 items. You can still make mistakes. Now, one of the ways even this charity shop makes mistakes is they Google Lens everything. Now, when they're doing Google Lens on every single item, what that tells me is they don't know what they're selling. They don't have the experience behind it. However, and that would also probably explain the high pricing on the things. However, there are certain things that you can't Google Lens. If you want to Google Lens glasses, drinking glasses, for example, right, you're going to come up with 100,000 search results. And you're going to have to trawl through them over and over and over. So I still managed to buy beautiful signed crystal from there. I still managed to buy antique drinking glasses from there. Things like that I can still get there because they can't Google Lens them. Anything that can be Google Lensed is shockingly overpriced that I can't touch. I still go there once or twice a week, but it's a far cry from once a day. Anyway, it's just a little chat, I suppose. I just if you actually understand the mentality behind it, let me know. Because the only thing I can think of is that they're worried about making sure they squeeze everything out of the item, that they're not selling them quick enough then and they're turning donations away. Surely they'd be better off leaving more of a profit in there, selling it quicker and not turning them donations away and getting new stock in, get more people coming back, regular dealers like me coming back and forth. Because I've done chats on charity shops before now where I've explained the importance of dealers and resellers to charity shops. We help them move inventory. We help them buy mass. We buy mass product, and then we wait for the buyers. It's everything. So, I know. What do you think? Leave a comment. If you don't know me, my name is Walter O'Neill, and I run and own antiquesarena.com, where you'll find thousands of items, multiple blogs. I've published a couple of books that you'll find on my website or on Amazon. So yeah, I just love anything to do with antiques and collectibles. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you soon. Please leave a comment because I'm struggling to understand it.